as they say, or exhibit behavior that would say they're as picky as they say.
Mm.
Oh,
What's the
score one for
percentage?
JoJo's rounding first. He's rounding first. Whoa, look like he's having sex.
Wait. What percentage of women do I think are sticking to the standards that
How
they
would
claim
you
to
know?
set? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Like, I don't think it's unreasonable. I would never doubt women that
I
way.
think it's 40%.
How can Mia answer a question like that? Like she took a census on this.
Yeah, she did not survey
Like
the
she did
land.
not survey anybody.
He's asking according to my network of women.
40% of the women that you know are as picky as they come off to be?
Yes, because I know so many women that are constantly going against their standards. Yes.
Or even
I was gonna say
like
60 with who aren't as picky. So same thing.
Yeah,
Respect.
no, that's not true. No,
What?
it's not true. Women are y'all, not y'all on this stage, but women say they want a nigga 6 feet, this and this, but their baby fathers and boyfriends don't look like that, or husbands. I know
True.
women that I went to school with that said their standard was this, and I go to the wedding and it ain't that, which
Yeah,
means
I
that in
agree.
some kind of way they're not sticking to those standards. So I would say 40%.
I just want
Joe,
to push
what is
push
your
back.
percentage of men that you think are sticking to the standards they set?
30 probably.
10.
He thinks it's less.
I think when you get older, your standards change,
Definitely
right?
agree.
yeah,
Maybe
Like
15 at most.
because there's also this thing that happens where you actually get that person that meets all those standards and then it's trash, right? It's not as good as you thought it was going to be. There's other things you realize that aren't in there that you need or want. And so like you could get that person that meets all those standards and it's disappointing. Then you have to rejigger your whole perspective. Hasn't that ever happened? That's happened to me a bunch of times before.
Yeah,
yeah,
bunch
you
of
get
times.
exactly what you asked for, and you realize, damn, I was too literal.
Yeah, like I wanted
Mm.
this and that and the other thing, and he can't perform here and there or whatever.
Or everything
Right.
that I wanted just really didn't matter once I started to figure out what I needed.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because I used to have a type, and now as long as they have teeth and they're funny, it works.
But Joe, your question was to me. Did you ask
Meow
that
meow.
because of the statement that Ari had about men being picky?
Yeah.
Because I would argue that I personally would not call Joe picky. Not in like women. But yeah, that is my number. I think 40% of women are.
Yo, can somebody text me? I think she was hacked.
I was hacked.
Can somebody group chat me, please, to make sure that she is all right? Because does that even sound like her anymore? I don't know.
Wait, what would I normally say?
Wait, what did Mia say?
How's Joe not picky?
I don't feel like you're picky.
Joe is for sure picky.
How the hell would Mia unpack that?
Don't unpack that.
Okay, I won't.
Think.
Yeah, just think. I'm with Ari on this one. Just think.
Yeah, you gotta think.
I don't think Joe is picky.
Mia, really think about this. When
Just
we met Joe on this app, right? And the women
I'm not talking about meeting Joe on this app or how Joe engages on this app or in real life. I am saying that the Joe that I know is not picky. I think that the things that you want does not make you picky. I think picky is when, oh, I want a person that literally has this size shoe. I think that y'all need to redefine what picky is. I don't think he's picky. I think that he has preferences and standards that a lot of them aren't necessarily physical. That's my opinion. I don't think he's picky.
So what is it? So you feel like being picky is only physical based?
No, in general, I think that picky, I think that to me, and we could define like the actual word, but I think a picky person is when they're very finicky and all these things just have to be this way or I'm not accepting it. That is a person that's picky. I don't think Joe is that way. I think that Joe has just a standard in how he navigates people and wants to be engaged, and those are the standards. I think we need to normalize.
Yeah, but if you make the filter too thin, will very like
yeah, a person whose filter is too thin is picky. I don't think Joe's filters are too thin.
Is mad thin.
Right, like if there's no space for, I don't know how to.
But there is space though. Okay, I'm telling you, I don't think he's picky. That's just Me.
That's her opinion. Yeah.
But
Go ahead.
Ariana has a different opinion.
But
I
Ari
have a
won't
different opinion.
articulate her. She just keeps saying think. And I like that because think, but yeah.
I just feel like if we pay
Wait.
attention.
Okay, so wait. So the other side, Joe, would you say that I'm picky?
Yeah. And I want to offer some resistance on what you just said. Let's go with what you said. We got boundaries and standards that we set. Now, the larger the pool of standards and boundaries gets, the smaller the pool of applicants gets. So by definition, that would be picky because you can't just pick from a large pool, right?
But I ultimately feel that, okay, let's think about it. If we're looking at fish in a pond, right? So picky is, I don't like that fish because of that scale. I don't like this. Narrowing the pool and then saying, okay, what comes of this pool from my larger filter system, is it picky? I don't think that that's picky. I think picky is when a person is literally looking at individual things about a person saying, okay, because of that, you're canceled. Because of that, you're canceled. I don't see you to be that way. I think that you have this overall thing that puts all of these people in this filter, and then you usually allow the universe to guide you. That's not
Yes.
picky.
Oh,
I
so you're
understand what you're
saying
saying, I think.
he has
Because
standards, but if he's feeling
I'm
it with
open.
somebody, he'll put those
Joe
out.
is very
He'll
open,
put
and
those to the side.
also Joe
Right.
does not impose his will. A person that is picky is specifically using their will to cancel out people for them. Joe, would you agree that you're the exact opposite of that?
Yeah, I'm the opposite of that.
Yeah, so he's created a filter system where everybody is here, and that's not just romantically, business, personal, friendships, whatever. I'm saying he creates this space and then says, whatever the universe does with this is what it does with this. And I'm open to that because I have now created this barrier to protect me from anything threatening. So everything else can be what it is as long as the universe puts it in play. Is that not how you feel?
Yeah, and you're saying that's not picky.
Right. That's not picky
Got
to
it.
me.
Do you guys think
I
that
understand what you're saying.
do you guys think that because we live in a generation where so many people no longer live by standards and morals that a person actually upholding and sticking to their standards and preferences has become considered picky when in reality they're just having standards that they refuse to lower?
I think that's what Meg
Yeah, you got to get
You're
out
in the
there, Smith.
matrix. You're in the matrix, Jay. What you say?
was saying.
Wait,
Understand
Jay,
it
say
again.
that again.
Oh my bad. I was saying I think that's what Mia was saying. Like we have to normalize.
I mean, I think that ultimately you have to create some sort of filtering system by which the people around you that you deem are appropriate for friendships and romantically, that you are aligned with them in some way, whether that's physically, financially, or even mentally and emotionally, because being in great mental health is a thing. So I think, once you've done that, if you create those standards by which you engage, I don't think that that is picky. I think that picky is when you start to allow superficial reasons to start to chomp at what could be for you because of what you think or what society tells you you should have. To me, I think that's picky. And I would agree that, yes, that is picky, but I do not agree that Joe is that way.
Ari just calling me picky because I don't fuck with bitches.
That's exactly a fact.
I get it.
That's a fact. Ari just says Joe's picky because these bitches can't get close to him. And that's cool. I don't think that's picky. I think that's smart, actually.
It can also be damaged, jaded, all types of shit.
Or just experienced, like actually I know what it
Aged.
feels like to be accessible, so I'm not accessible anymore. And that's the same with women. I think especially when you feel like you're in a space where it's like, yeah, I'm good on that. I don't know what that is, so I'm good on that. And I don't think that that's picky, but it's just sliding in my DM expressing interest just ain't enough. And I think that for a lot of women and men, that's enough. A pretty fine ass girl sliding your DMs, they hitting that. That's cool for them. It's just not enough for me.
Do you think that's changing, Lumia? I feel like that's changing.
For
I feel like
me,
men are
nah.
actually
Well, you don't think that it's changing? I think a lot of men are requesting more now. It's not just about that.
I don't think men are requesting more. I think that never mind, Ty.
I think it's changing because we're getting older, so we're starting to see different things. But I feel like the people that's me when I was doing it at my age, I feel like they're still doing it at the age.
How can I say this without women hating me? I think that women are requiring less and offering more, and that makes it hard. That's what I think.
No, you're
Like
right
what? Give
about
us an
that
example.
too. No, she's right about that too. But I think men, I think it's on both sides of the spectrum. It's changing.
Yeah, I can't
Men
speak
are changing it,
for
and
how
women
men
are
are
changing it.
navigating because I don't, I don't, I can't speak for how
Do you hang
men.
out with a lot of men? I hang out with a
I
lot of
have a
men. Most of
lot
my
of
men
male friends. I have a
white.
lot of friends.
So
Period.
yeah.
I have
So
an
I have a
I have
lot
a
of male friends,
friendship
and I see that
circles.
they, yeah,
And what you
and
said,
I
Ty,
see
you
it's
said you see
changing.
what?
Yeah, I see it's changing. A lot of my male friends are changing. They go from, and I, like you said, Jay, maybe because we're getting older, but I see that it's changing
Mm.
in general.
I see a lot of my friends that are men having to put in